You crying?
Yes. So beautiful, Gojo. Look at it. Look at it. It is pre-order time, baby. Finally, after all this time, Nintendo has broken its silence and they have put their pre-order date on April 24th, which is this Thursday as of recording this video. One quick thing to note is that all the prices have stayed the same for the games and the system itself, but they have upped the prices of all the accessories from anywhere between $5 and $10. The reasoning is mostly because the manufacturing of the accessories is in China as the console is in Vietnam. I mean, there's also the possibility that they don't want a mob coming after them because people already aren't liking the price of any of the stuff.
Get your cotton candy, hips are right that time.
Especially Mario Kart World being $80. So they decided to put it on the accessories. People aren't going to be freaking out too much about that, and they can make some of their money back, probably. I don't know. All right, so let's talk about pre-orders. I'm probably going to repeat myself, but all these are going to be on April 24th, like I said. We're going to start off strong with GameStop. GameStop is the best option if you want your Switch as early as possible. Pre-orders, again, are going to start April 24th, in-store when the doors open, and online at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So pre-orders start a little bit later in the day, but you can order it in person or online. Now here's the coolest part. It's going to be a midnight release. So GameStop is bringing back midnight releases, which I'm super thrilled about. One of my favorite memories is I went to pick up the 3DS, the first iteration, and this dude walks in with a backpack with a PS2 built into it, and he just plops a screen down on the counter and we start playing this game. I don't know what it is. It was like Anime Smash Bros or something weird like that. A little word of caution though, times are a lot different now than they were when the 3DS came out, and instead of a backpack with a PS2 in it, there could be a backpack with a bomb. So just be careful. I probably wouldn't do this because I don't want to get stabbed or, blown up. The midnight release will be held in all stores on June 5th, 12 a.m. midnight, Eastern Standard Time. And this is the early part, June 4th, which is the day before release at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course. So if you're on the West Coast smoking your doobies and surfing and eating your In-N-Out, you guys are so lucky. I'm so jealous. You won this time, okay? The Yankees will come back. Another great thing that GameStop is doing is they're doing a transfer and trade program, which supposedly is a seamless upgrade to the Switch 2 without losing data. Now, this is a huge deal because, I don't like to trade in stuff. One, because selling stuff is, you can sell it for way more on, eBay, even with the fees. And you can put that money towards, more games or whatever, accessories. But also, I don't want to trade in my Switch and then not be able to, do all the... Because you have to trade it in first, and then you get the Switch, and you're not, sitting in store, doing all the, transfer stuff. But apparently they found a way to do it, and it does say more details to come. So, last thing about GameStop, I'll put it on screen. These are the trade-in prices, so if you are interested, you'll get $175 credit for an OLED, $125 for a Switch version 1 or 2, and $100 for the Switch Lite. And here are the prices for, what the Switch 2 would cost with all those. All right, Target, baby. Pre-orders start at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time as well. Target is a very solid choice. They open from anywhere from 9 to 10 a.m. This is kind of the latest way to get a Switch 2. Not latest most current, but latest is in you're probably gonna get your Switch later than anyone unless it's delivered by another place. All right, Wally World. Walmart is probably the best option. It's for me specifically if you want your Switch as early as possible without leaving your home. Again, pre-orders start at 12 a.m. midnight Eastern Standard Time on April 24th. Just to specify that is 9 p.m. on the West Coast, just in case that needed to be clarified. Now, this is why Walmart is the best option for me personally. They're saying the Switch 2 will be on your doorstep on launch day before 9 a.m. guaranteed, which is June 5th, as long as you pre-ordered by 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 4th, which I don't think pre-orders are going to be lasting until June 4th. That is a stretch because that's a month and a half away. Any of these options, I'd say pre-order immediately, as soon as you can if you want this on launch day. Best Buy has been silent. They haven't said anything yet, but before the tariff stuff, this is the information. So just keep this in mind. They might be, they only have a couple days to kind of make it known. I would say Best Buy is the second best option to get it in person the quickest way possible. Pre-orders will possibly start at 12 a.m. midnight as well as everyone else on Eastern Standard Time. They were talking about a midnight launch before GameStop. When they do have information finding out, go check their website. If you go on the landing page for the Switch 2, there'll be a little menu where you put in your zip code to see if your local store would be one of the ones that do the midnight launch. It's not like GameStop where it says all stores. If you are ordering online for the midnight release, just pick store pickup when you're ordering. And last but not least is Amazon. Amazon doesn't have any information about pre-orders. They're really bad at this kind of stuff. They don't play nice with Nintendo, so I don't know if they're going to be even... I don't see them being included in this, but they do have a rocky relationship with Nintendo, so I would say just check back regularly if you only have Amazon as an option for some reason. Also, Amazon is known for just canceling orders out of nowhere. Actually, a couple of these would do that, but Amazon specifically, I don't know. They're kind of... I wouldn't get it there if you really want to switch on launch day or anytime in the near future. But again, keep an eye out if that's what you want to do. I'm not your dad. I mean, I could be, but actually I'm a liar. I'm a dirty, rotten liar, just like your dad. There's one more option, and this one is the most confusing. Just bear with me really quick. We're just gonna go through this very carefully. Hold my hand. Oh, why's your hand so sweaty? Ew. All right, just hold my shoulder or something. All right, so to get it through Nintendo officially, like their online store, right from the source of the milk on the outer, I don't know why I said any of that. You're gonna sign in with your Nintendo account and register to pre-order. I'll have all the links in my description or in the pinned comment. After you do that and you register, you'll get an email on May 8th. That's when the emails are gonna go out. This will be an invite to attempt to pre-order, and it's going to be valid 72 hours. Now, the reason I said attempt is because there are some stipulations. We're going to go through these slowly, okay? There's about 3. 1, you must be 18 years or older, so if you're not, just, grow up. Dude, I sound just like your dad. I need to stop talking about dads. You must be a Nintendo Switch Online member, and to piggyback off of that, you need to be a minimum of a 12-month paid membership. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this means 12 months in a row or 12 months total, like you took a break. I don't know if this includes the $3 a month membership that's the lower tier. I don't understand exactly how this works. I'm sorry, but just know this is already as confusing as it is, and I don't want to do any more work to figure that out. And last but not least, you need a minimum of 50 total gameplay hours as of April 2nd. So it's past April 2nd, but you need to have had 50 gameplay hours up until that point. Now, if you have a Switch, you probably have hit 50 gameplay hours from playing whatever you play, like Disney Dreamlight Valley and, nope, not gonna say that. I honestly don't know if I hit the 12-month paid membership. I have been paying Nintendo like $3 a month for like 2 years by accident. Never used the online service. I don't know what the heck was going on there. So I think I did it by accident. I'm hoping. But actually, I don't think I'm gonna pre-order from them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But again, the May 8th is when the emails go out, so it's a little bit risky. But if you fail at Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon, all these places, that's your last hope. I'm gonna stress that you have to do it immediately because they are first come, first serve. So the sooner you do it, the better. And that's all, folks. Are you pre-ordering the Switch? And if so, do you have a place that you want to pre-order? Or are you just going to pick it up on launch day and, risk it all? Let me know in the comments. And also, what games are you picking up if you are on launch day? Because there's going to be, I want to pick up Donkey Kong Bonanza, but that comes out in July. But I'm for sure going to be getting Mario Kart World, but I'm not certain I want it digitally. So I might just get it separately. I'm not sure. It's just, I don't, why do they do this? $80! It's too much. $80. They're milking my nostalgia. Nintendo just continuously disappoints me, but I love them. Just like my dad.